Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I was kind of umming and ahhing whether to do this video because it's a little bit late into January, but I've been really enjoying watching other people's 2019 goal videos. So I thought I would share with you mine just in case it gave anyone some inspiration, because I know some of the ones I've been watching have given me some inspiration. So I'm just going to get straight on into it and just share with you what my hopes, goals and aspirations are for 2019. So obviously there is the usual suspects: get fit, lose weight, because I didn't lose my baby weight from having Henry and it's been over a year now. So I really want to get to my pre-baby body. I really don't think that it's going to happen with Henry, because with Penelope I went straight back and I actually had the best body of my life after having Penelope. But with Henry, I think he's just ruined it a little bit more for me. So I'm going to have to work a lot harder to get a really good body this time round. But with that being said, I also want to learn about body acceptance, and I just want to accept my body for how it is. So yes, I want to lose weight, and yes, I want to get fit, but I also want to accept my body for the miracle that it is, that it's birthed two children. So that's my goal for this year, is to just accept my body and to love my body and to appreciate it. I also want to get my body to a physical level that is not painful. I have a really bad back. I have a bulging disc and it causes me a lot of pain, and I managed it really well for a long time, but I don't know what I did last year. I did something to my knee and that has been giving me aggravation for the past 8 months. I've been in treatment for it and now actually paid to go private because it's just not getting treated quick enough and it's aggravating my back. So the two of them are just going round in a circle and I'm in extreme pain quite a lot of the time. So I'm in the middle of getting that treated. So my goal for this year is obviously to get that problem resolved. I'm always going to have issues with my back, but I want to get it to a level where I can maintain and control that pain and get it to the level that I was at like this time last year, because I had no back pain this time last year. After I had Penelope, I had taken up yoga. So I was doing that quite a lot and that managed my back pain really well. And it was only since this knee pain came that it's really aggravated it again, and I can't do yoga, it's just too painful. So that is another as well, leading on to my next goal, is that I want to get physically fit enough to get back into being able to do yoga, even if it's just gentle yoga. When I was at my peak of my fittest, about 5 months after I had Penelope, I was really into yoga. I did 20 to 30 minutes 5 days a week, and my body was the best physical shape that it could be. I would say that I felt amazing, and I felt that my body looked amazing, whether it did or not, but that's how I felt about my body. I actually started to get a bit of a six-pack. I was the most toned that I'd ever been. I wasn't the skinniest I've ever been, because I was smaller than a size UK 6 at one point, and I didn't look healthy. When I look back at pictures now, I look too skinny, whereas I felt that my body looked the best shape possible at the time. But I also felt that my mind was the healthiest it's ever been. I was content in life. I was so happy, and I'm happy in life now, but I feel there are times where I just don't have that contentness that I had when I was doing yoga. I think there's just something about the practice and about the meditation that goes with it that really got my mind into the healthiest it's ever been, and I really want to get back to that this year. So that is another goal. So far we've got weight loss, fitness, body acceptance, and physically fit, and then also mentally fit. So I feel like they sort of all tie in together. So once I get my physical, once I get the physical problems under control, I can then start doing yoga, and then I feel like that's all just going to tie in together. So that's sort of one goal in itself. I think once I get the health issues sorted, I can really work on the other things. But to do the weight loss, I am actually doing Slimming World. I'm not going to a class or anything, but I'm doing it all myself. I've been to group before, and I just find that I can plan it myself and do it myself, so I'm going to do that as well. And if you follow me on Instagram, I will be sharing some recipes and posts and things like that to obviously motivate everybody else. I also want to be really positive this year and grateful and spread the positivity. I read a book about 2.5 years ago. It's probably around the time as well that I read that I was really into yoga, and I read The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, I think that's her name, And this book changed my life. It really changed my outlook on life, and I feel like I'm going to reread that book and read The Secret Daily Teachings and just really feel grateful for everything that I have in life, because sometimes you have a goal that you want to achieve something, but you forget that you've already achieved so much. So that's what I want to do this year. I want to be really grateful for what I've already achieved in life and realise that, like, appreciate the journey that I'm on, rather than thinking where's the next end, where's the next milestone going to be. And I think that because this year I don't really have anything major to look forward to, like I have done in the last few years. I've been kind of just go once we got married and we had kids and things like that. It's always been something. I feel like I need to really just kick back, take a step back, and just be grateful for everything that we have and spread that positivity out into the universe, and then I can get more positivity back, and that's what I want in life. So that's another goal that I'm going to do for this year. Another thing I'm really hoping to do this year is to be more minimalist. So I'm trying to like use up my products that I already have before buying new ones, try and just purge all the clothes that I don't use, give them to charity or sell them, whatever. I just want to have like a more minimalistic way of life and not just overcrowd my house with crap I don't want. I've already read the Marie Kondo book last year, and now that the TV program's on, I feel like it's just going crazy. Everyone's doing the same thing, but I do think it is a better way of life because it's easier to tidy up and easy to keep organised, and I love organisation. So being minimalist is another thing that I want to do in 2019. Also for myself, which I think is a big one for especially a lot of mums that I've been getting in touch with at the moment, is self-care. I feel like as mums, and then obviously dads as well, but I speak to mainly a lot of mums, and I feel like as mums we have such bad mum guilt, we worry so much, we do everything for our kids and bend over backwards, that you kind of forget that that I'm Nicole as well. I'm not just Penelope and Henry's mum. So I've kind of got that back a little bit at work. I feel like obviously when I go to work, I'm Nicole and I'm a boss and I'm doing that job, and they don't care about my family life, which is quite good in a way because it allows me to have my own identity. But I also feel that I need that at home as well. So I need the self-care, just even if it's just having a bath and reading a book or doing my vlogging. Like I want to vlog a bit more this year, like time constraints like allowing me, but I do want to vlog a lot more because I find that like the editing, it's my little hobby, it just gives me something back. And obviously I want to take care of myself a little bit more with the fitness things, but also maybe wash my hair a little bit more. I'm a bit grim. I wash it like once a week. That's just a time thing though. But we all have those little things, like, I want to maybe once a week have a really nice luxurious bubble bath rather than having to jump in the shower and quickly hose myself down and jump back out because a child's screaming, which I've had to do this morning. So I think just like taking that time to just really indulge and relax and just have that little bit of me time to recharge. So that's one thing that I'm definitely going to be doing this year. One thing that I feel that I really need to do this year, this is kind of going back to the health and like wellness and health and stuff like that, is drink a lot more water. Now I know everyone I think I've seen is that drinking water is on their agenda, but it's so important. It's just really good for your health, and I have really upped my water intake in the last few weeks, and I've really noticed a difference. So what I've got to help me, because I find that I'll think, have I had a drink? No, I've not. Have I? I don't know. So I have bought this bottle from Aldi actually, and it has times on there. I don't know if you can see. So it's got like 8 a.m, 9 a.m, 10 a.m, 11 a.m, 12, 1, and then you start again. So I've been doing really well off this, and I've been keeping my water intake, because even if you think, oh, it's gone that time, it's not that much of a drink, so you can just quickly drink it. And I found that that's really helped me up my water intake, and I'm going to try and maintain that, because I've really felt a difference in my skin and in my body, and that's only like 2 or 3 weeks of doing that. So I'm going to definitely keep that up throughout the year, fingers crossed. The only vice I have is I do like a coffee, and I do like a Coke, like a Coke Zero. So I go Coke Zero, but all that aspartame's not good for your body, so I feel like I need to reduce my caffeine intake, reduce my coffee and reduce my like fizzy drinks. Like I said, it's only like Coke Zero, but sometimes in the afternoon I feel like I need a fizzy drink, but that's more of a habit. So I want to reduce that and up the water intake, and hopefully can be a lot healthier. So other than like working hard at work and working hard at university, which are just given things that, because if you don't know me, if this is your first time to my channel, I'm a full-time working mum who is also a part-time student, and I do my channel, but the channel's more of a hobby, so sometimes it does take a back seat, which I do want to try and increase it a little bit more, but obviously those other things come first, like family, work and university come before my channel, which they have to do. But I'm gonna obviously, I have my goals at work, which I have, and then I have goals for university, which just kind of just the work, basically getting the work done, putting the extra effort. So those are things that I'm going to be doing for myself, all of those things that I've mentioned. Other things, so family life, which is obviously the most important thing to me in my whole life. All I've ever wanted was to have a happy family and to sit down and eat dinner together as a family. That's my like entire goal in life, and I've achieved that. So I want to maintain that. I want to maintain a happy, content family life. So what I've been reading up on, which is, I did it a couple of years ago, is I think it's pronounced Hygge, or it's spelt like Hygge. It's the Danish way of living, and I really love it. I admire the way they live so much, and I think in such a fast-paced way of life, high technology way of life, that we kind of forget the most important things. So for us as a family, every Sunday we have off as a family. It's just all of us together. We want to try and get out on family walks, do things as a family, and that includes the dogs as well, because they're part of the family. So we want to go to new places like adventure trails, just take the kids out, just go somewhere for the day, and that's really important to us. And then instead of like coming home and just sort of getting on with jobs and stuff, I want to make sure that we have like cuddle time and blanket time, movie nights and things like that, which we do quite a lot of, but it's the kind of things where we want to have phone bans. We want to make sure that we're actually putting the effort in to do it, and we've done this the last couple of weekends and it's been amazing. So I want to continue that throughout the year. And that said, I want to obviously make sure we go to new adventure trails for the dogs as well, because they're part of the family, and we go on the same walks every week. Like we go on the same walks like daily, the smaller walks, and then we go on the same big walk every week. And I think for them, they're with us such a short time, which is sad to think. Like, you think they're a part of your world, but you're their whole world. So it's nice to get out and see a new place with them, because we took them out this weekend, and even though we went to the same place, we went down a different path. And the excitement on Buddy, he was like, oh my God, what is this new place that you brought me to? And he was so excited. It was really lovely to see. So we're going to do that more and more this year. Kind of rambled on about the family bit. But yeah, the family bit is so important to me that it's just basically planning some days out. We've got a few things in the pipeline, and we've also got like a few holidays booked. So we're going to be going to Disneyland in March. So excited. And I think it was not that long ago, I did a budget planner video and how I spoke about how I budget and how I wanted to go to Disneyland and take the kids. And I managed to do it. I managed to save up in 2 months enough money to go to Disneyland with the budgeting. So if you want to watch that video and see what I've done, because it was a success. So we are going to Disneyland in March, which I can't wait for. And then in May, we are going to Turkey with our family and my best friend and her family. So we're going to have the most amazing time there. We're going to the same hotel we went to last year. So if you see my videos from that vlog, the hotel's just fantastic. And I don't like to stay at the same hotel twice, but we loved it that much. We're going back there, and we've got some time off in October together. So I want to make sure that we plan a trip, maybe somewhere new that we've never been, hopefully. So that's another goal for this year, is to just book in, like to travel a bit, but to travel somewhere we've never been. And that also includes places in England, because there's some amazing places in England that we just never see. I was talking to someone and they was telling me these places. I was like, I've never even heard of that place. And it's not that far away. So we want to try and book some like trips in at the weekend to go just drive out somewhere in the UK and just see what's around and just have special time as a family. So another massive goal that we've got this year is to get things finished on the house, especially outside. We've ordered the decking, we've got the wood, it just needs putting down. We've got a lot of land to dig up, so that is one big goal that we've got for this year. And just getting things finished off, you know, like putting pictures in frames, all that sort of stuff, it always gets left. So that is like a main goal, but obviously it takes money and it takes time, so we're just going to do it throughout the year and hopefully get it all done by the end of this year. Hopefully get the garden done by summertime. So yeah, that's another goal for us. And the final goal for me is couple goals, really. So as a couple, we've been together for 11 years, so this is like our 12th year together. We've been through so much together. We've had ups and downs, heartbreaks and full hearts all the way through. So we've seen each other through thick and thin, and health related matters and all sorts of things. But I found that the past year has probably been a really big struggle for us couple wise, and not that we're falling out as such or anything like that, just I found a bit of a strain that we've not had time together, because it's so difficult to get someone to look after 2 children for you. And when you've got 2 children, you're at capacity basically, and you don't make time for each other as much, and everything's rushed and everything's just a fluster, and it's always rushing to get here and rushing to get there. You never take the time to really appreciate each other as much. So that's what we want to do this year, is even if we're planning like dinner dates with other couples, or which we have actually done already. We've had our friends over for dinner and it was really nice, just something a bit different. But then also we want to try and get like a date night, even if it's once a month, because we didn't do that last year. We did at the beginning of the year. I found up until we went on holiday in May, we had quite a lot of couples nights. It was really great. But then since I've gone back to work especially, we've just not had the time, and it has really started to show a bit. We've kind of really felt it a bit more. We feel like we need some time, just us, to be a couple rather than just being parents and a family. And I'm hoping that kind of makes sense. It's not in like a negative way. It's to just build our relationship stronger and stronger, because we've lived together for so long. We've got a house, we've been married, we've got kids, we've kind of done all the big milestones together, and now it's that time where you've got to work at it, and we don't want the working at it to come between us. We want it to bring us closer together. So that is a big goal for us this year, is to just make sure we have time for each other. And we do things like, last year we started doing Mexican night, which we found was really fun. So we would like completely theme it out. We would put some music on and just silly things like that. And I have a friend that does things where they'll watch a film but they'll dress up and they'll have theme nights. I don't know whether we will go to that length, but just to make it a bit more fun, that it's not just you sitting down watching telly, sitting there doing work all the time. We want to just have fun as a couple. So that is like another main goal for this year. So that's everything. I probably rambled on a little bit there with the last few goals, but it's pretty much a lot of the things are what other people have been doing as well, and just thought I would give you a share into like my life and what my goals would be. And I hope that you've had a good start to 2019, that you're working on your goals already. Try not to get like bogged down into the nitty gritty of them, and just try and make them a positive. And yeah, have a really great 2019. So thank you for watching my video today. Don't forget to subscribe for some more videos, and I will see you in the next one.